Question.
Someone over here.
Nobody.
Have you ever played like Metal Gears that you were in, or any Metal Gears?
I tried playing the first Metal Gear. I tried playing the first Metal Gear. And I repeatedly failed successfully. So, no, after that I just kind of let it all go, and I thought, you know, I'll do the acting, and I'll leave the gaming up to you guys. You're the pros.
Do you know anything about the Phantom Pain?
About the what?
The Phantom Pain. That's a no.
Phantom Pain.
Pain.
Phantom Pain.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like Metal Gear Solid 5, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't know about it. Because it hasn't started, I don't think it started production yet. But, yeah, they're keeping it top secret.
Are there any new projects that you're doing right now? Like any voice acting or gaming?
Mass Effect 3, I believe. I'm not sure if it's been released yet or not. I really don't know. What's that?
It's been up for 6 months apparently.
No.
What Luigi said.
No, not 6 months. 'Cause I did work on it just in the last 2 months. I see it. I see it right there. I don't know what the one they said was Mass Effect 3. I know it's not Mass Effect 4.
So, no Kingdom Hearts or anything?
Kingdom Hearts, no.
Because like I heard they're gonna release the 1.5 HD. It's like remaking all the.
I haven't even announced it here yet.
Yeah, I know, it's dope. I'm just asking. That's a part of a question and answer.
It's just nice learning man.
They are. You just get to watch a couple of voyeurs.
Don't mess with me.
I got my money on the guy in the costume.
Right.
I got a question over here.
As a voice actor, I'm a voice actor as well. What would be some advice that you give when you have to go out for auditions? How do you really land that role, particularly for animation?
That's a tough one. Well, be yourself. Trust your gut. Go with your instincts, and allow yourself to play. You know, just allow yourself to play and go with it. And hopefully the director will then give you some direction on what he or she wants, and then roll with it. But trust yourself. You know, allow yourself to be free to do what you do, because a lot of times as actors we've got kind of like this vulture chatting at our head saying, you're not good enough, or that's not good enough, and that's not the right one. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Now, I'm going to put you away, and I'm just going to go for it. And even allow yourself to not perform for the director or the producer, but your own. Yeah, exactly. You know, allow yourself to even think, screw them, I don't need them. It doesn't matter what they're saying. And I think you can find yourself freer to then play and do what it is you need to do and want to do, and your unique you will come out.
Never heard of a bride.
Do you ever look at the other characters in something you've worked on and wonder if maybe your voice would have worked better for a different character?
No. I mean, sometimes I see other characters and I'd like to play them, and I think, you know, well, why didn't I get cast as that? No, I guess everything I've been cast for, I've been suited for. But yeah, there's a lot of roles out there I definitely want that I haven't gotten. I think SpongeBob would have been one of them.
Is there any like character you ever wish you could voice, like from anything, like series, games, whatever?
Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants. You know, when that character came out for us to audition as a series, you got to remember, like, nothing like this had been done. So, you know, actors, we get different, they call it copy, pieces of copy for characters in auditions all the time. And I got this in my hand, and it's a sponge with arms and legs, 2 eyes and a mouth, and it says SpongeBob SquarePants. And all of us looked at it, we said, are you kidding? This is never gonna get made. Never mind that did it get made, how successful it's been, and how brilliant Tom Kenny's been as SpongeBob. But I mean, it's just the oddest thing in the world. Who would have thought that the talking sponge would have become a popular series?
It's fun, Kevin.
You know, there's no way anybody could have predicted that.
Someone had their hand right there.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. It's probably a random question, but how do you guys know each other?
We just met and we walked in the room.
Okay.
He said, hey, you want to hang out? He said, sure. I don't need the mic, I project. Deep within. Actually, we've been friends a long time. We actually met on the trip to Vegas, believe it or not. We have a mutual friend, and we went to Vegas for the first time we remember. We've been friends ever since. And very long story short, through friends like this, I fell into the role of an agent, and I booked guys like this and bring him to you, and help host and do all this intermediate talking so he doesn't wear out his voice. His matters, mine doesn't.
As Quinton Flynn, would you rather pick Morihime or Rukia?
Would I rather pick?
Who would you rather pick? Morihime or Rukia?
I think Rukia.
Out of all the voices that you've ever done, do you have a particular favorite that like is your absolute favorite of everything you've done?
I have a couple of obscure favorites. There was a series I did, an anime series called Zatch Bell. And I played Victorine. Very Melon. This bizarre song about melons, and I don't know why. And he was singing, catch my heart, very melon, yeah! And this character was in the shape of a giant V, literally. And his name was Victorine. Then there was Dr. Riddles, who was also on the series, who also always asked this little boy questions and would disappoint him by mocking him. Dr. Riddles talk like this! It's wonderful, don't you think, kiddo? Yes, Dr. Riddles. Well, you're wrong. So the kid would go, oh, all the time. Much to his chagrin, much to the delight of Dr. Riddles. He was a twisted old man. Yes.
What is your favorite scene with Reno in Final Fantasy VII?
What is your favorite scene?
Well, it's two actually. One when he was like running up to Bahamut, and then when he's like looks at it, he hits Reno with his rod.
Nice.
And the second one's when they were holding a bomb. He was like, looks like we're clocking out early today.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
I like that. I also like when he got shut out. You know, he was outside.
Oh yeah.
I'm still out here.
And then the one where Cloud's like, the door. I love that part. I'm like,
Yeah.
Do you have any techniques that you do when you come up with your voices?
No, you know, oddly enough, ever since I was a little boy, I was doing impressions. I used to watch impressionists on TV, and I used to do impressions of their impressions. And I kind of never stopped doing it. And I don't know how I do it. I don't think about doing it. I'm a copycat. You know, but if there's any technique to it, it would be to listen to it and repeat it back, and you know, try and put your voice in the range placement that they have, and then watch them for any facial mannerisms or body mannerisms, quirks or tics, and get into that. You know, like if you're doing Christopher Walken, the thing is, the guy pauses when he talks and makes sentences sound awkward. With him, you know, I'd break him down by knowing that he's from New York. He's got kind of a crackle in his voice. When he talks, he's a little bit nasal. And Also, sometimes he drops his voice. So I think getting into the character and allowing yourself, or the actor, or whoever it is you're doing an impression of, if you allow yourself to be them physically, you know, that's where, again, allowing yourself to play helps, or having some improv background helps.
Yeah, you have one over there. I saw someone else's hand. Luigi, you didn't have a question? No. I thought you did. Right here.
Hi, is it on a website that Animaniacs? What did you do anything in Animaniacs?
What? Oh yeah, I was on Animaniacs. I don't know. I don't remember what I did.
Still got you lucky.
Someone has to look it up on
I can see
IMDb.
you all looking for your phones, okay?
Yeah.
The first one to tell us what he did on Animaniacs.
Yeah.
And while we're waiting for that, who's got a question? Yes.
What was the most difficult role you ever played? Could be emotionally, could be voice, whichever one you found most difficult. Or challenging.
Maybe Rex's Rage Spear for Guild Wars 2. He's a character who's very gritty. And so a lot of stress and strain on the voice. Rex's Rage Spear, I want to take you out to dinner. He wouldn't say that, but I did because why not? And so yeah, after long days of that, I needed a lot of throat coat tea. Yes. Any more questions? My minions. Yes.
Is there a voice actor growing up that inspired you?
No. When I was growing up, like I said, I was into stand-up comedians, impressionists, Saturday Night Live, and so it was kind of being these different characters, impressions. There really weren't, voice actors weren't known when I was growing up. You know, and this is all pre-internet, but it's interesting. Voiceover itself was not a known commodity. I think it got popular maybe within the last 10 years, 12 years. Yeah. So it was more guys like you've probably never heard of, like impressionists like Rich Little, John Biner, Fred Travolina, and Frank Gorshin. These guys were the main guys. And then also Dan Aykroyd from Saturday Night Live was a big inspiration, and Dana Carvey.
I gotta point out, when you said pre-internet, there was about 10 people who actually like didn't connect. That was the time before the internet. For those of you that didn't know, it didn't exist a while back, like dinosaurs. I remember that. Yeah, go ahead.
If someone wanted to do an impression of you, which mannerisms would you say would be the most important to remember?
Wow. I've never analyzed myself. That's a good question. I'm trying to think if I've ever heard anybody do an impression of me. I haven't. So you'd have to tell me, because you'd have to observe me. Yeah.
That's your homework.
Yeah.
Follow them around for the next 2 days.
Right.
Great, Jim. Who in there? I saw a hand over here. No? Oh, you're searching the internet. Go ahead.
Have you hung out with DC Douglas yet?
I have, just not today.
I had lunch with him. He's doing fine.
I
Sure, he's
saw him
okay.
eating at the restaurant.
He's here. He's well.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell him you made an impression of him.
What's that?
When you made an impression of him?
Yeah. DC Douglas. Hi, how's everybody doing? I'm so glad you're here.
Luigi, remember this question?
Yeah, so Luigi, hi, DC Douglas.
Are you friends with a lot of other voice actors?
Yeah, absolutely. I make nice. I work well with others.
He doesn't bite much.
So, yeah. No, yeah, absolutely.
His follow-up question is who?
Who? Who am I not friends with? That would be it. You know, we all work together. Everybody in Los Angeles, I know. I know a lot of the Dallas people from these conventions. And, but I don't know many New Yorkers. Is there a New York?
like, was it fun when you were voicing Reno? Was it fun with Steve Byrne who did Cloud? Was it like really fun? Like